welcome to your channel, The Learners Acad. I hope you all are good, and today's video aim at providing you the types of essay. And after getting to know that what is an essay and what is the structure of an essay, or how you can build a very remarkable essay in impressive ways, now today's video will tell you that what are some major types of essays. However, there have been as many kinds of essays as many you can think of, or as many you can research of. But after getting all the analysis and reviewing all the types of essays, today's video has brought some major or highly debated or highly used types of essays that contribute into your academic works. So here we go with the first type of essay, that is descriptive essays. So first of all, you have to know a clear understanding about what is descriptive. Now in descriptive, from where the word descriptive has been derived. So, the words are very same. They are just, you have gone through the basics of the vocabulary, and this is just to upgrade them day by day. So you all know that the word descriptive can be derived from the word describe, or if you go into the roots of that word describe, you will come to know ultimately that how we describe something, or what is the meaning of describing something. So how we describe means that something or some object or some character we describe in a way that appeals to our five senses. Just like if I say that I saw a man who was standing under the tree, and he was wearing black pointed shoes, and there was a black long overcoat with a black hat. So this is how I'm making a vivid and clear and a moving picture in a reader's mind. So from there you can come to know that this is how we create a picture, we draw a picture, a moving picture in the audience mind, in the reader's or the listener's mind. So this is how we describe something. So coming back to this particular type, descriptive essays, you really paint a word picture, and you can certainly include some facts, but you will focus on the experience. That means that how it feels like, how it looks like, or smells or sounds, just all these things are affecting or appealing to our five senses. So very first point you just need to remember in descriptive essay is that you need to first remember that it is something that, that appeals to your five senses. The second thing you really need to you need to keep into your mind is that we use figurative language in it. Just like if I'm saying that you go for something, like I just told you that I'm describing that's how something is looking like, or how we can feel it. The second or the third basic thing that you need to remember in this descriptive type is that it is actually in this type we go with describing or expressing rather telling. Just like how we can show rather than tell. So we can show rather than telling. Just like if I want to if I want to paint a picture to my reader that a person is very scared of something, so I will not go with the explaining him that he is scared. Rather I will show it. How I can show it? Now I can say that the boy was biting his nails and shivering all over his body. So this is from this very sentence, from this very narration, the reader ultimately will come to know that the person was scared, or the character was scared. So in this way we can make sure that we show rather than we tell. So this was the descriptive essay writing type. I hope that you get it well. Now we are moving towards some other type, that is definition essays. Now definition is a self-explanatory term, and you know that what is the definition? When we describe or define something in certain ways. And the technical thing here, that question that comes into a student's or in a beginner's mind, that definition is somewhat of some one or two sentences, right? But how we can draw, how we can write a long narrative on this type. So this is about something that, although definition is short, a definition essay discusses a complex concept in much greater depth than you would get from a few lines. So they are most often used to discuss philosophical or abstract topics. So you need to remember that in definition essay, you go or you deal with something that is abstract or somewhat philosophical. So you can create as much of the view as you want to create of that thing. For example, for your understanding, I have selected some of the examples just like topics of definition essays, so you can note them down, or it can give you a more clear understanding. So the first, you can say that, what does the term freedom mean? Now you can elaborate, you can define term in your own the term freedom in your own ways, and in many definitions, or in a very great or complex concept. Then you can go with what is the meaning of the term character. So how would you like to define the character, or what in your view is a character? You can also research about these topics, on these topics, that what is, or in how many terms the character has been defined. So it will just help you out in just making a good topic or a good thesis statement, along with a good or comprehensive narrative. So the third can be, what is common sense? So common sense is something that can be a complex debate sometimes. You are familiar with a just sentence that is, common sense is not very common. So you can go on defining all these philosophical ideas in a definition essay. Okay, then we are going to discuss the next type, that is compare and contrast essays. Okay, now you are obviously aware of what is compare and what is contrast. So in compare and contrast, in this particular type, you need to remember that compare means the similarities they are having, the comparison you can make. In the comparison, you can figure out that you can take two different things of same category, and then you can compare and contrast them. You can figure out their similarities and dissimilarities, and you can also just give that view that if they are similar, so in how many ways they are similar, or if they are opposite or different to each other, so what is the reason of their difference with each other. So you will be given two similar seeming yet different things to compare. And to write this essay, I suggest that you prepare carefully, that your research should be done, that what are actually the similar things exactly, and what are basically the different things. So once you gotta know the differences and the similarities, you are all ready to go with this type of essay. So coming towards another type, that is cause and effect. Yes, they are also self-explanatory, and you can go with them in a very easy way, because there are a very simple way you can build them by narrating the causes and then just jumping towards the effects of something. In this particular type, obviously you need to mention or you need to create a topic in such a way that it is describing its cause and effect, and just like you first go on with the causes of that thing, and then you just jump onto the effect. But one or two main things that you should keep in your mind writing this particular type of essay, you should keep in your mind that cause and effect essay basically doesn't mean that they are going to have the same number of causes and effects of something. It means that you should keep in your mind that there can be multiple causes of something that is going to bring out one effect, a singular effect, and there can be one cause that can bring multiple effects on that particular thing. So you can just keep this in your mind, that it is not necessary or it is not conditional that the number of causes and effects should be same in that particular type of essay. So another type that is a very favorite type among all the students, that is the narrative essays. Narrative basically deals with the word narration, and narration is, something to tell a story, related to a story. When you draw or paint a story, so this comes into a narration, and that is called a narrative type of essay. So if you like creative writing, this will be among your favorite too, because in narrative you tell a story. As I told you, you should remember that it has a beginning, and the story is started and it is followed by a number of events, and that lead to an end. So you should plan it carefully, that how you carry in how many ways you can make your story interesting. It totally depends on your creative capability or capacity, that how you can create something very impressive, because story is something that is the creation, that can be the creation of your own mind. So as much you can think with a sharp mind, you can create a very a very successful or a very amazing or interesting story, if you really want to be a good writer. So the next type we are going towards is process essays. Now, process again is something that is self-explanatory. Process is something that functions in one by one step way, and this type of essay involves a step-by-step explanation of something, that how it works, how it happened, or how it is done. So getting your steps in the correct order is more important. So in the process essays, you need to remember these things, that first one should be the one by one step following, or the right. Second one is the right order. You should write it in a correct sequence. The order should be right, because once you are out of your order in the process essays, I'm sorry, it's gonna ruin all your narrative. So you have to be very careful in this type of essay, because one step can be disastrous if it is wrongly placed in any wrong number. Just like the first step, or process of cooking, if you take the example of cooking. So when you cook something, so you really have to be careful. First you have to wash the vegetables, and all the ingredients should be prepared. And in cooking there is a process. So you cannot put the last step into the first one, or the first one onto the third or fourth number. So this is similar to the process of writing essay, and that can be related to any topic that is related with the process. So you have to be very careful. So this was the one step that you need to know, that there is a step-by-step progress in your essay. Second thing is that you should be right in your order, and the third thing is a tip, that you should be chronological in your process essays, and the order should be a chronological order. So this was about the process essays. Then we are going towards the argumentative essays. Now, argumentative means, that word is now derived from the thing argument, and that what is an argument when you narrate a fact, or when you have a fact to explain or to describe, that is argumentative essays. But the fact can be based on your opinion or from the evidences you are having. But when we talk, when we communicate with each other, what happens? You cannot be just you cannot be successful in a conversation just by mere stating of a sentence or a fact. However, you have to be good with your evidences, with your research on that topic, just to win your debate. So same as there in the argumentative essays. So are you opinionated? Yes, that is good, because argumentative essay explains your opinions and your reason that why you are believing such thing in that way. Just like if we take an example of politics, so there are multiple expressions on this word and the multiple opinions on this very idea. So if you like a political party, you should, you are having the freedom to just say or go with your opinion, but this is just not done, because when you are having opinion, so you have to also, just have some good evidences with you that proves your point, that convince your reader, and that really makes you win the debate. So ultimately you are trying to get your reader to agree with you, so the more facts you can present to support your points is better. So we can go with another type, that is persuasive essays. So my purpose to narrate these two types all together is to let you get to know about the similarity and the difference between these two types. Now, you just like argument means to debate over something, over your own opinion. Persuasive is the word that is derived from the word persuade, and all that the word persuade actually means to convince something. When you really want to convince something, you have to state a fact, you have to generate your opinion over something. But now, what is the difference in argumentative and persuasive? So in argumentative essay, you have to keep these things in your mind if you really want to make a clear understanding between these two types, what is argumentative and what is the difference in argumentative and persuasive essays. You need to know that in argument, you are narrating a straightforward fact, a straightforward statement, and you are just providing the evidences and you are gonna win your debate. However, in persuasive essay, that is more related to the sentiments and the emotions, where we are using the argumentative essay to win our debate. In persuasive essay, we are going to win over someone's heart. So this is basically very much related to someone's own emotions or sentiments. And that is basically, that is having a soft touch. But in argumentative essay, you are very straightforward in your statements. You are very critical. But when you come to persuasive, you are somewhat sensitive. So there are differences, but also similarities in these two types. Okay, now then we are going towards expository essay. Okay, so the word expository is also, derived from the word expose. And all of you have an idea that what expose mean. Expose means to expose, to reveal, to unfold, to bring to light something or an idea or a phenomena or something or a story. When you are going to expose it, it means you are going to reveal it to the public. But this sort of essay really needs your homework. It means that you really have to be good in your research. However, when you are in this type of essay, get all the facts and then interpret them. So you must reach a conclusion, and this has to be supported by your research or personal experience. And this type of essay is basically in higher education, when you have to show your ability to research your topic. You have to, give the evidence in that way too, because you are exposing a fact, so you cannot expose it or you cannot convince your readers without giving the strong evidences. So in this sort of essay, you can quote, you can cite the scholars, you can cite the logics you got through the experts. So you can just follow up this essay, the type of this essay, by citing the experts, and at the end you can just give or bring the light to your own opinion. But it is very necessary to show that how several sources or the evidences you have given has contributed to your opinion, that why your opinion is generated and what circumstances has contributed or pushed you towards this sort of opinion about something. And it should be logical, because as long as it is logical, your answer cannot be wrong. So these essays are exciting because when you are using your existing knowledge, you can ultimately come to obtaining a new conclusion as well. So there is an upgrading in your knowledge. You can use your prior knowledge, and you can also come towards something new. So when you find something new, it is always exciting for a creative student or a student of literature to find something new through the prior knowledge. So this is somewhat an exciting type of essay. So here we have done a very detailed lecture of this essay types of essay writing. I hope that you people got all the things. If you have any queries, if you find something that is just still unclear to you, you can ask them in the comment box, and that will be made clear more. But I hope that I have tried the best to convey you in very simple and easy ways. However, there are many other types of essays, but as I told you that these are the most debated, these are the most used, or these are the most winning type of essays that this video has brought to you. So good luck to your creative writing and good luck to your journey of learning. So we will be back with some other idea on some other topic. Till then, take care of yourselves. Thank you. Bye bye.